You here once again, unfortunately, best PvP fixer you've ever fucking seen. And actually, we do have a fucking problem, you guys. And that problem is actually very simple. And that's that I actually can't be fucking asked, you guys. I actually can't be fucking asked to fucking actually go through all the work and explain all the things that need to be fixed in this game. Because I actually sat down and thought about it, you guys, and how absolutely nobody's playing this season. And I realized that, my god, it's so much work. So much inconceivable work that it's basically impossible. It's actually impossible to do this, but I'm sure, and the reason is actually not because it's too much work for us. It's actually because it's too much work for ArenaNet. And how do I know this? Well, we all saw the last patch. We all saw how they handled this season and the rewards. We all saw that in their infinite wisdom, they decided that, you know, they're not going to pay people to torture them anymore. And they believed that people would show up to get raped intentionally, you know, for free because it's an enjoyable activity. And it turns out they were wrong. It turns out they were wrong. And as the season moves forward, we observe that people just aren't queuing up. The part of the mist is emptier every day I look at it. And even myself, I actually haven't even been asked to finish the fucking placement matches. I'm actually on my 8th match. So yeah, I actually don't even have a rating yet. And you'd be surprised to know that I actually don't really give a fuck. I actually don't give even a single fuck that I haven't finished my placement matches. So yeah, but what am I seeing in my experience with the ranked matches, you guys? Well, what I am seeing is basically the exact same dodge that I saw before. Healing elementalists, healing druid, just, you know, endless shit. People spamming warrior and dragon hunter to rape noobs, and, you know, just fucking sad state of affairs. Thieves taking a dump on anybody. You pray that a good thief is on your team and not one of those retards that thinks that basically somehow manages to be bad with thief, even though it's in the absurdly, you know, in like the worst state it has ever been in terms of how easy it is to play and how stupid OP it is. But somehow there are people that manage to suck at it. And as I have stated before, I do believe that is in fact due to the demographics of this game. This game, I think, is very successful with people who have Down syndrome, with people who might have very high levels of autism, people who, you know, might have extra chromosomes elsewhere, you know, just things like that, you guys. People who have less or more chromosomes, and I think this game is very popular with that demographic, and that's why we see people being bad with thieves. And so the unfortunate truth of the matter is that this game really does require too many fucking changes, you guys. So let's start by speaking in general, you guys, because there are a few things in this game that really don't make much sense. And we can use Necromancer and Thief as the perfect examples because they're actually complete opposites. They're actually complete opposites. On the one hand, you have Thief, who has massive damage, massive mobility, and despite having all those things, is a lot better than it should be at dueling. Like, you know, Thief actually rapes a surprising amount of shit, you guys. Thief can actually fuck up Mesmers, it can actually fuck up Revenants, it obviously fucks up Reaper. You know, there's obviously some things Thieves can't rape, but what they can't rape, they can escape, which is actually the crux of the problem. Thief is at the end of the spectrum. Okay, well, the only weakness Thief has, by the way, is that they can't stand on points, because they're just busy jumping all over the place or being invisible, you know, so, you know, capture point contribution, and the fact they can't contribute to capture points tells you everything you need to fucking know about how OP as fuck Thief actually is. I remember the days when in World v World, Thieves could contest points while invisible, and you would have 20 motherfuckers, okay, on a single node, spamming AoEs everywhere, and they could not kill a Thief. So, you know, just keep that shit in mind, alright? So yeah, you have a class that has a massive impact due to its mobility, okay, in an objective game. And let's be real here, guys. Deep down in our hearts, we all wish the ArenaNet had the foresight and the intellect to make the classes balanced in terms of 1v1. Like, the only thing that would matter in a 1v1 is skill. But let's be real here, better developers than them have tried, and they have failed. So look at what we have to work with. Okay, as far as I can tell, they have people working at ArenaNet that like people in charge, like people in high level positions, okay, who literally never played Guild Wars 1, who have absolutely zero interest from what I can tell in anything remotely competitive, people, just people who don't give a fuck. And they're in charge of making the decisions, okay? And the PvP team can't do fucking shit. They're at the mercy of the fucking monkeys, of the fucking donkey motherfuckers who are in charge of balancing the skills, quote unquote, on balance, because fuck if I know what the fuck balance means to them. And they basically can't do shit. And even if they could, would it actually be worth it? I actually don't think so. I actually don't believe that's the case. So yeah, well, yeah. General balance, okay, so a class that has a massive mobility in an objective game, so we can't balance the game based on 1v1 because it'll never happen. So the best we can fucking do, okay, is obviously we shouldn't make it things like hard countery and shit, because that's actually part of the fucking problem here. Like, again, using Thief and Necromancer as the example. Thief shit fucks Necromancer. Okay, and Necromancer is in this unique position where not only do they lose to Thief, but they actually can't escape. Like, you get butt fucked if a thief sees you. In fact, if you're a Mesmer and a thief wants your fucking dick, you're fucked. If you're a Revenant and a thief wants your fucking dick, you're fucked. And, I'm not sure if you people realize that that's pretty much retarded, right? Like, that makes absolutely no fucking sense at all, okay? Like, in a game, ideally, classes should have strength, but they should also have weaknesses. So, like, for example, Warrior is stupid, easy to play. Okay, it's retarded, we all hate it, because it takes no skill to use. But deep down, fundamentally, the argument can be made that you can at least kite the motherfuckers, right? Like, they don't have teleports, they do have a bit too much mobility on Greatsword, I guess, and that is kind of annoying compared with the OP as fuck offensive bullshit they have on Berserker line. But, you can make the argument that you can kite the motherfuckers, even though they blow you the fuck up by spamming F1. They're a fucking Greatsword F1 that has 500 fucking range. I don't fucking understand how that shit works. Okay? Dragon Hunters at least are visible. You can see them fucking coming. Okay? Likewise the Necromancers, okay? And I don't know about you motherfuckers, but if a class is slow as shit, okay, if they have no capacity to disengage or to engage at will, okay? Like, if they absolutely have no choice, okay, the only thing they can do is sit there and spam buttons and hope they win. You would think, right, that it makes sense to make these classes strong, right? Like, that's what you would fucking think, right? But it turns out that's not how Guild Wars 2 works. Guild Wars 2's balance actually makes no sense whatsoever. It's just a bunch of stupid bullshit. And that needs to change, you guys. Okay, that needs to fucking change. We need to... And then I'm using classes because it's the easiest example, right? Necromancer and Thief are very clear, obvious examples, right? Thief has mobility, can have a big impact. Necromancer has no mobility, and despite having no mobility, Necromancer has a very low 1v1 presence, okay? Like, it might be, they can potentially do it, but you kind of need not for them not to be warriors or, classes that fuck you up. And if you do get a class that fucks you up, you basically can't really escape. So you're just above fucked, and so you can imagine how frustrating this is in a team game where basically the entire enemy team looks at the Necromancer and says, I'm gonna fuck him in the ass, okay? You guys know how fucking annoying it is, okay, to have a game that's so poorly balanced where you have a class that basically needs to someone wipe your goddamn asshole the entirety of the match because it's not fucking fun, okay? That shit is not fucking enjoyable, okay? Let me fucking tell you. And, that's actually a big... fucking deal. That's what I'm trying to illustrate here. And it's not just based on classes, okay? That's the easiest way to visualize, but it's actually based on weapons as well. For example, look at fucking Elementals, you guys. Focus versus Offhand Dagger. Obviously, Offhand Dagger is trash tier, okay? But ideally, it should have strengths over focus, right? And that would be damage and mobility. Whereas focus would be a weapon that allows an Elementalist to stand his ground, right? So when you take an Offhand Dagger as an Ellie, you should be giving up 1v1 potential for the sake of mobility and damage. Okay, like you focus, I mean, obviously focus rapes the shit out of Offhand Dagger, but, ideally, Offhand Dagger, you make a trade-off there. But you have other weapon sets where you get both massive mobility and massive damage and survivability all in one, and it's like, It's obviously kind of fucking retarded, you guys. Actually, kind of fucking dog shit. Makes no fucking goddamn sense at all. But that's how our game works. That's how this fucking game actually fucking works. And it's pretty fucking bad, you guys. It's actually pretty fucking bad. So, yeah, we need to take a look at all that fucking shit, you guys. So, this is just the general outline, okay, of what we actually hope to accomplish to fix Guild Wars 2, okay? Because things need strengths and they need weaknesses. Now, ArenaNet has decided to waste all their time on fixing sigils, presumably because this is the only thing the PvP team is allowed to actually change. So, I guess that's better than nothing. But, you've got them doing dumb shit, like creating sigils of reveal, okay, to reveal thieves, when the actual issue is that stealth is, really badly designed in this game. And instead of fixing the actual issue, they'd rather give a band-aid solutions, just throwing revealed on everyone. And it's bad because if all of a sudden everybody has revealed, then Thief is gonna get fucked. I mean, not necessarily fucked, because most thieves now depend on spamming dodges, spamming invulnerability frames. But it's pretty stupid. It's actually pretty fucking stupid. And thousands of people have suggested fixes, okay? Like having your thief have a soft reveal when they're close, like in other games that aren't stupid, where the thief sort of goes transparent, like actually look how in this, when you're looking at yourself invisible, right? You're transparent. Well, you can make it within a certain range. Thief gets transparent, and you could make it so that stealth gives you other buffs while you're invisible. For example, maybe because you're invisible and your enemy can't aim, the precision is like 0, right? So they can't get crits on you. That could be a way to increase thief survival without it being, without the thief having to pray that you just don't hit him while he's invisible, It's also way better because it creates a pattern of interaction between players, whereas otherwise, stealth basically has no counterplay whatsoever, right? It literally has 0, okay? And all you motherfuckers that say, well, you can spam auto attack on melee weapons, and, if your auto attack chain continues, then you know to hit him. You stupid dumb fuck motherfuckers, how many fucking thieves have you fucking killed with your fucking auto attacks, you guys? Because, if the thief is a dumb fuck motherfucker, I guess that works. If you have 3 idiots auto attacking the thief, then I guess that works. But, there's no kind of play. This is just an example of how ArenaNet is just fucking dog shit, you guys. So, yeah, this is sort of like the general overlook of what we actually hope to accomplish in this fucking game, because we can't do anything else, you guys. We can't fucking do anything else. So it's gonna take a while. It's gonna take a long ass fucking time to determine how to actually fix this game, you guys, because we actually need to go deep down, dig deep, and look at the elite specs and how OP as fuck they are, how little sense they fucking make, how they basically ruin the possibility of using other builds. Like they were intended to make separate playstyles available, but if you look at fucking Daredevil, you guys, you tell fucking me what new playstyle they make available for Thief. Can Thieves tank now? Can they bunker? No. Can they fucking support their teammates? Fucking no. So what do? They do the same shit they did before, okay? Except more of it. They fucking dodge more, and they fucking deal more damage. Just fucking brain damage shit, you guys. So, yeah, eventually we're gonna have to deal with all this shit, but this is just a general overlook, okay, of the kind of balanced shit that we need to look to, that we need to look forward to doing to actually fix this trash fucking game.